Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker channel talk time. It's been a while. A lot of comments pouring in, a lot of these on Instagram lately, direct messages. I usually don't answer those because there's really a lot of them coming in. A lot of the questions are repetitive. I'm not blaming anybody because how can you watch 1,000 videos on my channel? But most of these questions you ask me have been answered in some video within these thousands of videos that are out there. I know it's a labyrinth. I know the Fashion Bunker is a big place and there's a lot of videos, and some videos tackle several topics and you can't put all the topics in one title because the YouTube titling mechanisms are limited that way. They don't allow you to do long titles, and then people don't read long titles, and So let's just kind of like, I'm going to read a couple of these direct messages that I haven't answered on Instagram. So hopefully you guys, because all of you write me that you're big fans of my channel, so hopefully you're looking at the newer videos at least, and then you're going to find the answers to your questions. And the first one is coming from I Belny or El Belny. How you doing, sweetie? From down under, I think. Dear Dacob, first of all, I love your channel. I have such a love for Chanel and want to know everything. Thank you so much. And want to know everything I can about it. And you and your channel are like my only reference that I trust for some reason. Well, for some reason, for obvious reasons. Honesty, my dear, honesty. And we are very direct, precise, and passionate about everything. So, well, particular Chanel related, but everything I talk about on this channel. I don't talk about stuff I'm not interested in. So honesty is always the best policy. So thank you for all your knowledge, sharing, opinions, and scoop. Thank you so much. All right. Second of all, I don't know if I can bother you with this. Well, here we go. But I wanted to ask for some advice from you since you are my Chanel god. Gosh, blush, blush. About my upcoming Paris trip in August. So you're going to Paris in August. Congratulations. I hope you have a lot of fun. If yes, one, do you have any tips on buying in Paris, especially 31 Rue Cambon? Like, should I go there first thing in the morning when they open at 10 a.m.? How to get the treatment we all dream of at a Chanel boutique in Paris? I made a particular video on my channel entitled 31 Rue Cambon Exposed. And there I tell you what goes down at Chanel 31 Rue Cambon. But there are ways. Now, don't go there at 10 a.m. like when they, I don't know when they open. Don't stand in line. You're not desperate, and you don't want them to know. And even if you are desperate, I mean, by desperate, I'm also desperate for Chanel. I'm always in love with everything they do. Well, not everything they do, but I would stand in line for something, but they don't need to know that. Well, oops, no, they do. No, but I wouldn't. I mean, all jokes aside, like, no, don't stand there before they open and wait in line. You go there when you wake up, after you've had your croissants, your breakfast, your macaroons, whatever you want to have after you've enjoyed that. You have to have that French nonchalance, almost like a little bit like not caring for it. So you're there just because you're there. You happen to be there, so you come in. And you ask for whatever you want, and they have it. Oh, okay. Don't be too uninterested either, obviously, but I would say don't show them too much that, don't be a victim. That's what I want to say. Never be a victim. You are your person, and you just so happen to like their brand, but they have to come towards you in order to make a sale. So they also have to be accommodating to a certain degree in terms of making you feel comfortable there. So I would say you could tell them that you appreciate the brand. You could tell them that you have researched about the brand, that you read books on Coco Chanel. What helps a lot in 31 Rue Cambon, because it was Coco's own, establishment and place. It's kind of like the mecca of all things Chanel. It always, I've noticed, it always opens a lot of doors if you say that you love the history of Coco Chanel, the woman, her past, and how it's amazing you feel her spirit in those rooms, in that space. That's always something that gets them going too, and then they respect you even more. So I think dropping in a couple of kind of knowledge points on Coco Chanel's life and her connection to 31 Rue Cambon always helps. Other than that, be honest about your passion for the brand as well. Really, honesty is the best policy. And I also say it also to people, you know, that are maybe on a budget. You know, you're not going there to drop $50,000. Maybe you just want to buy a perfume. Maybe you just want to buy a pair of sunglasses, or, you know, it doesn't matter. They will respect you and they will be nice to you if you show respect for the heritage of the brand. So, point 2, you ask, what do you think of the Gabrielle small backpack in black and white? That's the bag I'm after, but here in Australia, you cannot get your hands on it anymore, and I'm praying Paris will have it. So I say, I'm not a big fan of it. 2 reasons. I mean, I like the shape. The colorway is fine. The color combination that you chose is interesting. I do like that. But most of these are made in Italy, if not all of them. And I really wanted my Chanel bags to be made in France. I can't. Because the Italian factory doesn't only produce Chanel bags, they also make other brands. But the French factory is owned by Chanel and only makes Chanel bags. That makes a world of a difference to me. Second reason, if you notice the backpacks in the back, the bottom part of this particular backpack, the straps, so down here, they come out of the backpack and then they go up there. There's a metal kind of semi-ring that's almost like screwed into the backpack itself, and then from it comes out the other chain that's intertwined and connected to the rest of the strap. And it looks very flimsy to me. It looks very, very delicate. It looks like it could bend easily or break off. So just be very weary of that. So check that out when you have the backpack in your hand. No matter what color, they all have that same metal thing coming out. The first, I don't even know how to describe it, the first semi-ring that comes out of the backpack and to which the strap is attached to. It just looks too delicate to me. It doesn't look sturdy enough. I know the backpack is small. You're not going to fill it with tons and tons of things. It's not going to be that heavy. So that's maybe not an issue. But if you're wearing it and the 2 straps kind of spread out to go around your chest area and then maybe you pull on it or something, I have the feeling they didn't work out the dynamics there very well. So that's I haven't tested that backpack much, so I don't know. But just keep an eye on that and try to figure out the dynamic. Is it sturdy enough? Will it loosen up with time? That's something to keep an eye on. But other than that, the shape is really cute. Thank you in advance, and sorry if this is too much and unwanted. Don't worry about it, sweetie. I hope I could have helped you out with my answers. All right. Moving on. Joanna Stanciu21. How you doing, sweetie? Another direct message on Instagram. Hello. I saw your review on the Matière Noire from Louis Vuitton. I bought this perfume 3 days ago, but I just can't believe how poor persistence it has. I think you mean longevity. I'm shocked. But when I've tried in the store, this is so funny because this is a typo. I can't even say it here on YouTube. I would get censored. But super cute. It's just when you type, sometimes mistakes happen. God knows I type the weirdest things because I take that, you know, sometimes like I have autocorrect depending where I'm traveling. Sometimes I don't have it on. And if I don't have it on, the weirdest things come out. But anyway, when I tried it in the store on my arms, but the M is missing, it lasts like 5 to 6 hours. And now my perfume lasts maximum 1 to 2 hours. How is this possible? Is it true that the testers in the store are more concentrated and more intense than the normal ones? Merci. You know, okay, first of all, sometimes the tester, because the Louis Vuitton perfumes have been out since over a year, so maybe they have a tester that's been there for half a year standing in the light, or 1 entire year. Perfumes tend to become more concentrated and dense with time. I would think that Louis Vuitton would exchange them just to keep them always fresh, but you never know. But I would say that could be an issue, especially I know that Louis Vuitton usually don't have a presentation where there's like light from underneath the perfumes, but the perfumes that do have light from underneath, and if it's not LED light, which is a cold light, it keeps heating up the juice inside the bottles, and that alters the chemicals inside, and that does make perfumes more intense and dense. It also makes them a bit more screechy. I'm not saying that that's the case with this here. Could have several reasons. I don't think that Louis Vuitton would be the type of brand that would trick their clients into, yeah, you know, the testers being higher concentration of essential oils or better quality essential oils than the actual product you purchase. I would hope that's not the case. I don't think that's the case. Louis Vuitton really has very, very high quality standards. I do feel like some inferior brands kind of do that more often, even more so with their like beauty products, like facial creams, anti-aging creams that have to have some special ingredients and properties in them. Sometimes it does feel like the samples are more concentrated and the actual product you buy is a bit more watered down. With fragrances, I personally have not experienced it that much. But I do get this a lot from people. A lot of people write me that when they try something in the store, they just smell it for hours. And then when they buy that fragrance in that same store, authentic store, everything, obviously Louis Vuitton fragrances are only purchasable in Louis Vuitton boutiques. So there's no, you know, you can't go wrong there. You're not. But I don't know. I can't really say because I never purchased a Louis Vuitton full-on perfume. I only ever got samples from my sales associate, and the samples are always, you know, quite long-lasting. But then again, a sample is kind of like a tester, so I don't know what to tell you. I think maybe now is the time to ask you guys if you do have Louis Vuitton perfumes, especially Matière Noire. If you have it, is the longevity good? Is, you know, the performance of the fragrance good once you've purchased it, as opposed to the tester you sprayed on your arm in the boutique prior to purchasing it? That's something that we would really need to ask people that have purchased fresh batch bottles from the boutique. But again, I think, yes, that might be the case with other brands, more watered down, slightly, you know, less expensive essential oils within the perfumes that they sell as opposed to their testers. I do think that that sort of game might be happening. It's a bit shady and tricky. I don't know how legal it is, if it's legal at all, and how it could be proved that, you know, that some brands are doing this. I don't know. I wouldn't know where to begin, to be honest with you, and I would have no clue how to prove it. So it's all alleged. It's all speculation, but I do receive quite a few complaints about that with several brands, without naming one in particular. So there you have it. I hope that kind of helps out a little bit. Let me see. Oh, and then we have some happy news from I don't know how to pronounce this, the username, Plus Glandenis or Pla Glandeni, or, well, Plus _ Glandenis or Denise. How you doing, sweetie? This is just to tell you all, hi Dacob, finally got me a bottle from France. Don't have to wait until July because it's not in Great Britain. The Les Eaux de Chanel have not been released there yet. Paris Deauville is divine. Looking forward to your YouTube review. Just to let you know, I have shot the review. I don't know if this video now is going to go up before the review. The review is going to be very long. I'm very excited to share the review with you, if I haven't already by the time this video is up. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations for the Paris Deauville. I hope you enjoyed a lot. It's a heck of a journey of a fragrance, and it gives wonderful, wonderful vibes. I'm enjoying it myself. And there's also a photo, but I cannot share the photo with you because that was a private photo. And And I can just describe it. It's a wonderfully packaged bottle of Chanel Paris Deauville with the Paris Deauville ribbon on top. Wonderful. Yes. Perfumes really enrich our lives, guys. Like there's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we got here. I mean, some comments I just can't read. Difficult. Here's a comment that I can't really answer because... Okay, so this is on Moschino in particular, and I'm asked if I could do a video on how to authenticate Moschino clothes because no one is doing it or has a collection like I do. It's tricky with Moschino because they do have, you know, part of their collection is produced in Italy, a part in Romania. Maybe they even have some stuff made in Portugal or Turkey. Some stuff is made in China, depending which label of Moschino you're buying. If it's, you know, Love Moschino or the Moschino Boutique or Moschino Couture. Some of the Moschino bags or backpacks are made in China or Romania. Some are made in Italy. You know, it's a bit tricky because the second you start sourcing out to China and you produce bigger pieces in China, then they have the molds, the shapes, the materials, and it's not even a copy anymore. It's just another Moschino piece made in China. So it's a very tricky thing to do. I do not authenticate these pieces online like this. I don't do that. I just don't do that. People ask me a lot, and I feel sorry that I have to say no because then people get upset. But I'm sorry, but I just do not authenticate stuff. You know, people sending me photos. I just don't do that. A, I don't have the time, and B, it's just not enough information to really, you know, then I would have to go and say, okay, send me a photo of this, of that, because then I know what needs to be photographed, and then, you know, it's just, if I were to start doing that, I would have no time to do anything else, because that really takes that much time. So Moschino is tricky. I say try to buy it in the Moschino boutiques if you have one near you, or the Moschino website online. They do have their own web shop. Otherwise, you gotta poker. It's tough. It's not easy. It's not easy to. I wouldn't know. You know. Then what else to talk about quickly? Well, I did see Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom. Loved it. I know people are criticizing it. I love it. I actually have Beulah, the Indoraptor, here with me. I even got the toy. I can't believe it. I love toys. So Beulah is I named the Indoraptor Beulah. She's shy. She keeps falling. The movie's amazing. I can't wait for part 3. I don't want to give any spoilers. Some of you haven't seen it, but I would definitely watch it. And then another thing which is amazing. I'm a big fan of the original movie, Picnic at Hanging Rock. Something that plays in Australia. Now Amazon has made a TV series starring, I forget the actress's name. She acts in Game of Thrones as well. She's the lead character here. What's her name? Oh, well. Anyway, Picnic at Hanging Rock, season 1. I think it's 6 episodes. I haven't seen it all yet. Really, really, really cool. I'm so enjoying the surreal aspects of it. It's just dreamy, and it's like you don't really know what's happening. Some stuff is like it's metaphysical. It's a bit esoteric. There's a bit of magic there, you know, a bit of unearthly kind of like magnetism, and clocks stop ticking and time stop, kind of Twin Peaks-ish in a way. Even though I think the first Picnic at Hanging Rock was made way before Twin Peaks, and the book was written in the 60s. So was it in the 60s? Yeah, I think the book was written in the 60s. So way before Twin Peaks. But loving the TV show. So that's something to definitely look forward to. I watched the worst horror movie I've ever seen, called, God, even the title was horrible. Oh, damn. Something like when you inherit something, heritable, passable by heritage, inherited. I don't know. There's a mother, and she says her whole family, they were all psychopaths. Her mother, her father, everybody. And then she has a lot of losses in the family. Her mother dies at the beginning of the movie, and then her daughter, and then... But then, you know, kind of similar to, like, let's say, the fifth or the fourth. Oh, my God. Where's my brain? I need sugar. What's it called? Not Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity? Is it Paranormal Activity? Oh my God, I can't remember. The first, was it Paranormal Activity when, like, they were in the bedroom sleeping and they set up the cameras to film them? I think it was Paranormal Activity. What was it called? Oh my God. And then, like, you see, like, you know, camera, black and white filming at night, infrared, and then, like, the woman stands up and stands in front of the bed, just stands, and then the door opens on its, you know, I think that was Paranormal Activity. Or Paranormal Entity. I don't even know. But then, like, there was, like, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. And then at one point, like, in part 4, 5, or 6, who knows, like, there's a whole, like, kind of coven of witches, and they're all kind of in this weird, I don't know, praising some Satan worshipping crazy stuff. And that kind of was like, this movie ended up like in that direction as well. And it was kind of predictable it was going to end up there that way. But that's all, whatever. It's not an original movie. But what really annoyed me about this horror movie was the sound. I literally spent more money on the popcorn than I did on the movie, because it was like a special deal movie, but the popcorn is always expensive. And I could not enjoy my popcorn because the chewing of the popcorn was louder than the movie. Now, this is a horror movie where sounds play a vital part of the movie, and you're supposed to also get scared. But the sound was so low that it was embarrassing to even move. You had to stay kind of still because you would hear everything in the room, and nothing about the movie was scary. Oh my gosh, I was so frustrated that I couldn't enjoy my popcorn. And you know I love my popcorn. I could not enjoy it at all. Another update, traveling a lot for work, so I'm all over the place. Sometimes I get a chance to shoot, then I'm off again, and then I come back, and then I don't have the energy. I just, like an amoeba, and then I kind of recuperate the energy, then I film. So you might be like seeing me basically in between different jobs even. But I'm trying to keep a consistency, at least on the channel, so like there's not too much ups and downs in terms of where am I, what am I doing. But I might soon also be filming with a different setting, because I might be somewhere completely different, but we have to figure that out. But let's see, maybe if I'm lucky enough, I won't have to do it. But yeah, that's a little kind of a teaser. Let's call that a cliffhanger. I hope you're all doing well. Cliffhanger to end this video. I hope you are all doing well and enjoying yourselves. And go watch Jurassic World if you like dinosaurs. The storyline isn't, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's not about the storyline. It's about the dinosaurs. If you love dinosaurs, you have to go see Jurassic World. All right, guys. Love you all. Take care. You could help me out on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together if you wish to see exclusive videos and photos only available there. If you haven't already but wish to, so consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Super Dacob all spelled together. Love you all so very much. Thank you for always supporting me in any way, shape, or form, by giving me your time, dedication, love, by writing all the comments, interacting with me, listening to me blab on and on and on. And that's why I know that you will never give up on love. Thank you guys. Love you. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.